Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic coming at you. Today is Monday, November 15th at 10:30 p.m. here in sunny California. Believe it or not, this is my third time making this stinking video. Mistakes have been made. Equipment has malfunctioned, but by the grace of God, I'm going to get this done so that I can go to bed. It's a good thing, actually, the first round didn't go through that I made earlier today, because there's been major action in the market since then that we need to talk about. And so let's jump right into this Bitcoin chart and take a look at the weekly chart. And the first thing I want to say is look at the RSI. All is well. We're still making a higher low in the RSI. Look at that. We've got plenty of room to even stay on this particular weekly trend in the RSI. And so we could still come down a little bit more beneath this line and still remain in this weekly trend in the RSI, and everything is fine. We're still on time. The market cycle is still moving forward. The bull market, as long as we make a higher low above this particular low here, all is well. And if we stay on that trend line here, actually I'm going to draw it again and just leave it so you can see it. If we stay on this trend line here, then all is really well. All is well, okay? So this line is well, and this line is well. Now, of course, if we bounce here where we are right now, it's well, okay? So it's all good. If we look at the macros, there's no cause for concern yet. If we break beneath this line here, then there's cause for concern, because we have failed to make a higher low in the RSI, and we're going to have to watch to see what will happen. That will probably mean we'll break bearish beneath these lines here in the on the price, but there's no cause for concern yet. I'm not concerned yet. We're simply going to watch it. However, looking at the daily chart, we've capitulated beneath this line here, and look at the RSI. I'm going to full screen the RSI so you can see it. We were in this upward RSI trend here on the daily. We failed to make a higher high here. I called this bearish divergence, and sure enough, it happened. But now we've broken bearish out of this trend here, this daily trend, and I drew this line because if we bounced at this line, we're fine. And then there's a wider trend here, and if we bounced at this line, it's okay. We not only broke beneath, we broke through all four of these lines. So that means we're making a completely new daily trend in the RSI, and we've got to just kind of wait and see what happens to see where this goes to figure out what the new trend is. Now, what will that mean for us? What that will simply mean is that over the next several days, we're looking at either revisiting this line, and hopefully we bounce there. But if we don't bounce there, the next support is here. And if we don't bounce there, the next support is here. I do not anticipate us breaking beneath 52,741. And in actuality, I really believe that 55,900 is going to be strong support for us here. And the reason I believe that is because if we, I'll full screen this weekly chart here, because here is really where the support is, at this line here, 54,280. So, yeah, I have this these two lines of support here between 54,852 and 52,043, and where we meet the line here is about 54,911. So I think that line is going to hold. Maybe we come down into the middle there a little bit. What is this? 54,000 even. That's definitely a possibility, and it's actually a possibility that we wick down lower and come down and touch this 52,007. I think if we come down here, it'll just be a wick, and then it'll turn around. But once again, the only time I'll have cause to alarm is if the RSI breaks beneath this line here on the weekly, then that will have my attention. If it breaks beneath this line, that's not good. That means that we're probably going to break beneath this line in the price action, and that will probably mean more extended consolidation before we actually see the market take off again. But we're going to be watching it. Same thing with XRP. Looks like we're breaking down bearish out of this triangle, which is the opposite of what we experienced last week. We broke up bullish out of it. Now we're breaking down bearish out of it. This looks like the solid part of the candle, but remember, there's 5 days and 18 hours left in this week. So this weekly candle does not end until Sunday afternoon. So there's still, plenty of time for us to turn around. And if this turns around before the end of the week, this candle will look just like this one, just a wick above. This one will look just like a wick below. Secondly, we're still fine in the RSI as long as we stay above this line here. And hopefully we bounce before that line there. And if we do, then we've made a higher low in the RSI, and we're just as fine on the XRP chart as we are on the Bitcoin chart. Same thing for BCH, still making a higher low in the RSI. As long as we bounce at this line here, we're fine. Looks like the price action is coming to another line of support. Hopefully it bounces there. We're simply going to watch it. LTC looks very strong. It looks like we've got support for now here at this line, and I've drawn this line of support here in the price. If this line of support here in the price holds, then we could expect the RSI should hold at this line or drop slightly beneath before it bounces. Either way, we're still moving upward in the RSI, and the bull structure of the market remains intact, and that is important. Theta token, same thing as XRP, breaking beneath that line, but that could just be a wick. Hopefully the RSI breaks. The encouraging thing is even with this bearish push, the RSI is still making a higher low, and there's still plenty of room before it has to bounce, okay? Same thing for TFUEL. TFUEL looks just like Theta token, except it's just coming back inside the range of this bull pennant. This is still a bull structure. It's a bull pennant. Solana, I want to talk about it for a second. Solana is not a buy for me at the moment. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying something's wrong with it. It simply has run too much. It's had too much, it's had two huge pushes here. It's not going to have a third push, in my opinion, without an extended period of consolidation. It's got to break down. This is an ascending narrowing wedge. It is a reversal pattern. It's going to break down bearish out of here at some point and probably check in with the 50-day EMA before it breaks out again. However, in the meantime, it could potentially run all the way up to $700 before it breaks down. Do I think that's going to happen? Absolutely not. I think it's topping out even now, and I think we're going to see it break down beneath this line and come down at least to check in with the 50-day EMA and then consolidate for quite a while before it breaks out again. Just my opinion. Holo is a beast. Hot is hot. It's looking beastly right now. The top of this market cycle for Holo takes it up like 35x, something like that. 35, almost 36x. This top line here is still 20x. So Holo is a beast. And if we take a bars pattern for Holo and look at this fractal from the time it broke above the whole suite indicator, and we go to this time breaking above the whole suite indicator, yeah, that takes us all the way up to that 47-cent mark. So that's a possibility. It's always a possibility. But the thing that I like about Holo is look at this extended period of consolidation, and the form that period of consolidation took is a cup and handle, and then it broke above that line, and it's solidly within this line. RSI is moving up. So this pullback for Holo down to 12 cents or 1.2 cents is actually a great buying opportunity. And then lastly, Link. I say a Link is similar to Solana, except we did get this bullish break above the line, which is great. I just think the returns on Link at this time are not going to be as awesome. The top of this progression for Link is only about 480% from where it is. Link is still a strong asset. It's a hold. Definitely, I would call it a hold for myself, at least. I would say it's a hold if I was holding it. But it's not a buy right now. If I was buying anything today, just looking at these charts, I would buy Holo or Hot. I would buy TFUEL. I would buy Theta. LTC is actually broken out above the buy range for me, simply because I don't see it solidly 10xing. That's my rule. If it's not going to 10x, it's not a buy for me. But everything else here is solidly above the 10x range within this cycle. Top of the cycle here, 179. Top of the cycle here for TFUEL is $10. So solid. These are solid assets. These are solid assets. But I just want to reiterate that the bull structure of the market is still intact. I know this push down can be stressful. It could be anxiety provoking. Everything that I do here, everything that I say, all of my videos, they have one purpose, and that's to empower you to sleep in peace, wake in joy, and walk in love. And remember that this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm simply trying to provide you with a couple more data points, and really simple data points on simple charts that might give you some peace to sleep with, some joy to wake with, and some love to walk with during the day. So thank you so much for walking. I want to give a shout out to all of my patrons. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I've learned so much from especially the premium members. And, I've had a number of people. My premium memberships are closed now. They're all filled. I've had a few people, a number of people actually, ask me to open it up again and make a few more slots. I would love to do so. The problem is the premium memberships are one-on-ones, and I just don't have the time to really devote to any more one-on-ones. I'm already overwhelmed with the number of one-on-ones that I have. I wish I could make more time, but I am working on an intermediate excuse me. But I am working on an intermediate resource that you're going to hear about very soon. Keep your eyes open for it. So all is not lost. Something similar to the premium plan that you might be interested in. It's going to cost a little bit less, but it will be. I believe it will be very, very useful and very, very rewarding. All right. Thanks, everybody. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. And with that being said, this is Cryptogenic signing out.